Hey, sometimes life brings you fork in the road.
Oh yeah, we want to go that way.
No, we came from this way.
No, we didn't. No, because I said the exact same thing. We rolled down this way.
Dude, if we follow, yeah, no. Well, also, if you read the sign, it says that we're supposed to go this way.
Yeah, okay, good.
If we just blindly followed Biz down the wrong trail, we would be at a completely different parking lot. Just got a car from my father-in-law. First time I've owned a car in like 7 years. Really just hope Biz doesn't make fun of my driving. The centerpiece of these videos is going to be accomplishing one specific hike.
I've always wanted to like challenge myself maybe and go do like harder ones where like we talked about Everest or that there was that one documentary that came out of the guy who did those 7 peaks. That was nuts.
Oh, was that?
That's the guy that you know.
Yeah, that was the guy I went to Everest with.
Come on.
Are you talking about Nims? That's the guy. So I like hiked with his group up to Everest Base Camp, and then I didn't make it up to the summit, but then he took the rest of the people I was with all the way up to the summit.
So when you said you didn't, like, did you not want to participate, or did something happen when you were there where it was too dangerous or something?
I mean, the trip came up last minute. I don't think I was in any shape to climb Everest, and it's also very expensive. Especially Nims is so famous now that if you hike with him, it costs over 100K.
Okay, so from where you were to get to base camp, how long of a hike is that?
But we flew into this place, Lukla, which is where you start the hike, and then that hike from Lukla to Everest Base Camp, it takes between like 5 to 7 days.
Just to get to base camp?
Just to get to base camp.
So okay, whoa, so the distance from the ground, I'll call it the ground floor,
yeah,
to base camp, is it like how much farther from base camp to the tip of Mount Everest? Like you just basically is it like double?
I really have no idea, but once you get to base camp, it takes another month to get to the summit because you have to keep on hiking up and then hiking down.
Yeah, you said to kind of get acclimated to the altitude.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now, are they called shaman or no?
A Sherpa.
A Sherpa.
Yes.
I said charmin on the last podcast. I was getting killed for it. Do you think that doing something like that could be like the pinnacle of like our experience together? Do you think that we could do this?
I think if you set your mind to it, you could climb Everest for sure. I don't know how much I really want to climb Everest.
This is episode 1 and you don't even want to climb Everest?
Drop me off, I'm done.
Let's take
out here.
This guy's giving up on the championship before the season.
I think the end goal of the show should definitely be at least climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
And how much less is that?
That you only need a week to do, and it's a lot cheaper.
You know, I don't mind going to the gym, but if I could pick one or the other, I would rather go on like a nice 2-hour hike. Like I go do this one called Gateway Loop all the time. I told the story on the pod. I took a hose beforehand, and then I was walking out, and then the guy's like, aren't you gonna wash your hands? And I almost fucking knocked the guy out for getting in my business. I'm like, I'm gonna go snot and spit all over myself on this 1.5-hour hike, and you're worried about me washing my... What, am I gonna be dabbing you up on the hike, you donkey?
Yeah.
Like, what do you care?
Quaker steak and lube. I thought it was gonna say like Quaker steak and fries. But
what does that mean? You can get your oil change, but also grab the best wings in the USA?
And get a steak, which is not nearly the best in the USA.
Just the wings.
I don't think you can get a lube job. What exactly?
You get a rim job?
Mucks and barn?
Mucks and barn.
By the way, we were talking about barns, and we just learned that muck and barn means going down on a chick. In hockey lingo, I didn't know that.
Where should we go eat? What's the best meal in town?
Best Italian, if you like Italian, is good.
Is it homemade?
Well, I mean, it's made in the restaurant.
Paul. Biz and I.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You're Biz.
Yeah, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, man.
Paul.
Good to meet you, Jeff
man.
Harris.
Hey,
I'm like, I couldn't place you. This guy's an old hockey player. He sees it.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't know very old. He's got to get me pictures.
I will. But
sure.
You guys got to tell us the best place to eat.
You want me to take it?
You like Italian? What do you
He's.
Not that, hit it.
To scare
We media company.
Not the media.
Oh, yeah.
Is it
The mainstream media?
yeah, that's where I'm from.
We don't work for the mainstream media.
Okay, good, because we don't like it.
Yeah,
Because they lie.
that's fair for sure. No, our boss is he's a big anti-mainstream media guy. She goes, "What do you guys do for work?" And I go, "We work in the media." And she goes, "What type of media?" And I go, "Not the mainstream media." And she goes, "Good, because we don't like the media."
Oh yeah.
People get a little stumped when you ask about food here.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, Best Italian closes at 9.
Discount tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost, dude. Every time we ask for advice, we end up way more confused. How's it going?
Wow, it's going amazing. Yeah, 20 ounce. You went really off the board.
The roast duck. But the thing is, I'm like, there's got to be a lot of ducks around here. Everybody just find your rhythm.
So this actually might be the longest hike I've ever done.
I'm confident that we can pull this off.
Oh, no doubt. Very tranquil.
Who's the most famous Canadian, would you say? Drake or Bieber?
I would say the most respected, notable Canadian
Trudeau.
ever.
Definitely
No, I
Trudeau.
would probably say Terry
joking.
Fox.
Barry Fox?
No, Terry Fox. He had cancer. He ran across Canada in order to raise awareness and money for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's probably one of the most well respected.
Yeah. Shout out Terry Fox.
I would probably say that Ryan Reynolds is up there now as most famous. I mean, Drake, Jim Carrey, Pamela Anderson's Canadian. So
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen's Canadian. I think he's a BC guy.
Nathan Fielder.
I don't know who that. Oh, Nathan Fielder, the
comedian.
Nathan for you?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know he was Canadian. So this was like naturally, what do you think, water passed through it to carve out this cave?
I'm not a geologist, but yeah, I think your assumptions are correct. Now, have you done a lot of spelunking in your days?
I did that national park by Kanab, Utah.
And that's got a lot of caves?
They had like, a lot of earth carved out, not necessarily caves. There might have been a few caves, but this is surely something else.
Would you ever go on like an extreme spelunking mission where you spend like 2 days underground?
No, I don't like the idea of that.
Okay.
And then that recent story of the person going cave diving and then getting stuck. I'm talking about the guy who he was like going in crawling and he got stuck.
Yes.
And they tried. They couldn't even bring him out.
They found him, but
incredible.
they couldn't get the body out.
So you can see where some of the fires were.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. That's a fire.
Well, that's where some of it hit.
I wonder where Smokey the Bear was invented.
So we were talking about it with locals yesterday. Glattenberg had brutal fire. How long ago? He said like 8 or 9 years ago?
Yeah,
Like
8 years ago. She said that the fire was started by a couple kids that were playing with cigarettes.
Which means smoking, I would assume.
Yeah.
No, I don't think people play with cigarettes.
I don't know like how many games I can think of with cigarettes. I can think of crank a cigarette, cig toss when you try to throw it into your friend's mouth. That's probably what they were doing. They were probably trying to throw it into like each other's mouths.
Lit?
Yeah. Lit. I've seen people do that. I had a friend catch a cigarette from across the room in China. I think I can probably find a video of it. I think he has a real job now, so probably doesn't want it on camera, but we can just blur his face. Let's keep walking.
Let's go.
Now this stuff is good, clean energy.
Oh, wow.
So you gotta dig through to find the good stuff.
You had a booger hanging out of your nose.
Oh yeah, it's been there for a while.
Oh, nice. Fuck. Oh, viewers at home. We'll be selling that on our Peakin.
Squirrel. Oh,
Oh, I think he wants some.
yeah. Hey.
Sure.
You wanna muck some bitch?
I think he wasn't really that afraid of us. Here, I'm gonna get him.
Didn't they have to euthanize that squirrel in New York that the guy was feeding?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Dude, the Scooby Stacks gave me a crazy burst of energy.
Yeah, they did. We did get briefed on the difference between pepper spray and bear spray, where there's more pepper in pepper spray, and that upsets the bear, which will make them attack you, where you're trying to annoy the bear, and there's a little less pepper in the bear spray, so they get more annoyed, and that's why they leave. That was the explanation.
That's why, like, if you see a bear, you want to make a sound like this, because it'll be really annoying. You want to see a bear and be like, hey, bear, you're a fucking pussy ass bitch.
Yeah, I heard a lot of shit about you.
And you're fucking.
That's why you're here by
hibernate
yourself.
all
You
day,
have.
fucking loser.
Yeah, you're a loner. That's why you got no friends with you.
Dude, Biz, isn't it insane that bears can hibernate and their heart rate, I guess, slows down so much that they don't fucking eat? I don't even know if they pee or shit.
They just wet the bed.
Yeah, maybe they're pissing themselves the whole time. But would you hibernate if you could?
I go periods of time where I'll be full of energy and then I'll crash for like a week where I'm sleeping 12 hours a night and just, I think that's more of like my mind racing and then finally just getting mental fatigue where you got to shut it down. Like day of a broadcast, usually once a week, like I get to Atlanta on Tuesday nights and I get to bed probably around like 11, 12. And sometimes I don't even wake up till 2 in the afternoon because we have to start our broadcast where we head over around 5:30. And then we got to be on mentally till around 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. So it's kind of a weird setup, but as far as the hibernation, I mean, I wonder how long. I'm sure some people who fast end up just lying down and chilling for weeks on end. Where if you're fasting, you can
fast. I was gonna say people who are like 1,000 pounds.
Oh,
like 1,000-pound sisters.
I wonder.
Probably just post up on the couch and don't move for like 5 days.
Yeah. What would you say the nicest hike you've ever done? Like, which state was it in?
It was in Kunming, China.
Oh, that's not a state.
That's well, it's a state of China.
Oh, it is?
Or it's a province.
They have provinces like Canada there?
Yeah. China's a lot like Canada. You guys are both run by a communist. No, I'm joking.
You've been so many places, man.
We'll get you abroad, for sure, at some point. Even, I mean, you were born abroad.
And I'll make you a promise. This will probably be the shortest hike we do.
Okay. Yep.
Corey's like, we're not making any promises. We ain't fucking around, man. Yeah, we're gonna start a hiking podcast and a vlog series and do a 1 kilometer hike like a bunch of pigeons.
We're not gonna climb the fucking Blue Hills like Whitney.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually do one with him.
Climb the Blue
Special
Hills.
guest.
I would scale the Blue Hills, dude. I haven't been there since a kid. The mighty Blue Hills.
We have to do it with skates on though.
Yeah. I guess in like South Korea, hiking's one of their favorite pastimes.
In South Korea?
In South Korea. And what they'll do is they'll get some like bottles of soju, which is their kind of hard alcohol.
Okay.
And they'll just hike and booze.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like Finnish saunas.
Oh yeah, they'll just booze.
That's kind of their like they're just known for their saunas.
Yeah.
It's actually, I want to say Finland is known as the happiest nation in the world. On record.
Yeah, but it also has one of the highest suicide rates, so explain that to me.
So if you're not happy,
yeah, it's because all of the unhappy people kill themselves.
Okay.
So then like on average,
the bottom line comes up.
Okay.
The cool thing about this hike too is as you go, like you'll hit pockets where it's warm and you have the sun, and then you'll hit pockets where like right now it feels a lot cooler than it just did like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It feels like here you get so much good clean oxygen, and all of a sudden it's taken away and it smells like bear shit. It's 11 miles, but this last few miles the elevation gets pretty hardcore. I'm so grateful to be here with Corey too. Corey, he's had the pack on the whole time. He hasn't complained once, and he said, Biz, I ain't handing this off because I want the bragging rights to say that he had the pack the whole time. So he's our hardcore fearless leader. He's our Swiss Army knife of the trip.
You're gonna keep seeing sights as you're going up, and you're gonna be like amazed. And then once you finally get up there, it's
okay. You guys are hyping us up. I love it.
We gotta get there quick so we don't miss the llamas. Just in case Jelly Belly wants to come on board, I gotta fucking house these fucking sport beans. Jelly Belly, we would love to have you. Oh, dude, these beans are incredible.
Yeah, get in here.
Oh, that.
Peakin.
Oh, wait. I got a mouthful of beans.
It's a fucking photo.
I have a couple beans, dude. I feel incredible after eating them. These beans have given me a new outlook on life. Sport beans. Who needs Gatorade when you got fucking beans?
What is it, beet? What flavor, beet?
Beets? No, it's grape.
Oh, grape.
Berry.
I'll take some beans.
Oh shit. Well,
what the fuck, dude? You just straight up had a commercial selling me on these things.
yeah, well, I didn't expect Biz Nasty to fucking bogart the beans. The perfect pilot peak for our show, Peakin, working title. It was a beautiful hike.
Hey,
it
our
didn't
friend
get...
just showed up.
Yeah.
I wanted to get you guys cookies, but I didn't have enough cash.
Do you want to be in our vlog?
You're
Sit in the middle. I think this
Our
thing's
vlog.
going.
No, do not.
I think we can fit at least another 150 pounds.
This thing's about to snap. We got to get back to doing the recap.
Sorry,
Oh,
are you like
This thing's
doing
about to
something important?
He was trying. He was trying.
I
He
was
wasn't
trying.
succeeding.
Ooh, is that a vape? I
This-
told
this
myself I
is
was going to do
sativa.
0 nicotine until I was up top. Now, oh, is this? Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you can use
sativa,
your own.
Oh, okay.
Outside voice,
Yeah.
and that's
Use your hiking
nicotine.
voice.
Yeah, use your hiking voice.
Use my hiking voice. Yeah, I
No,
forgot.
I'm so
You're
once.
you're screaming.
No, he's not screaming. You're hearing differently.
Why just those people are down there trying to kind of relax and smoke a J?
I know,
That's
but
the
you're
Canadian.
but you're in America.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's Canadian.
Some of his Canadianness is wearing off on me. There was a lady walking in front of me and she tripped a little bit, and I go, "I'm sorry, like
Do you
I
go, "I'm
I
sorry"?
apologize to her
Yeah.
for the for the
Well,
little trip." And I
Maybe
was
you
like,
were
"What?"
encroaching and she got uncomfortable, and that's.
I was 10 feet away, but it's just instinctual.
Which sucks
called, yeah.
because, you know, women really need to stop apologizing so much.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been saying that. I've been saying that for a while.
I'm gonna back out of this conversation.
Whoa! I know you don't want to be on camera, but I got to say that is the most incredible squat
He
form.
needs help.
I've
Squatting.
seen-
He needs to learn.
Yeah, I can't squat,
No.
and like I used to live in China where
Oh, wait,
everyone was
wait,
like,
wait.
Your vagina staring me right in the face.
okay, this is the power. This is the
You
power.
need to
of
stop
it.
doing that.
I can't do that either. I'm like so inflexible. The
Maybe
Asian
be-
squat is
Daddy,
like
can you be
when you
over
get
there?
scared because
Oh
they
yeah, no,
and they can have lunch.
You're
They can
yelling again.
they can wait for the bus. They can just
Aw.
they can do anything. See, I can squat like this if I have a
know
little
her.
back support, but I need the back support. I call this squeating. It's squat cheating.
Squeating?
Squeating.
Do yoga. Yoga's
I
down
know.
now.
You're right. I should actually do yoga. Would you ever do yoga?
I was doing it all summer. It's the best.
Yoga's the
It's
best.
the best.
What's your vlog about?
Oh, well, this is the pilot episode, and it's going to be about hiking, actually. But we're going to do a different hike each episode, all over
Yeah.
the country at first, but then eventually maybe all over the world.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten that minute outro yet.
We still got to do the outro, but I think
Here,
this
I'll leave
I think this
so
is
you
the
can,
podcast.
No.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Are you sure?
This is how it's supposed to happen.
Okay. I wanted to tell you guys, did you know that this is the most biologically diverse national park?
Oh, we're in a national park.
Well, because you're talking about the different...
That's why we brought her on board. That's why we brought her on board. So
Our new co-host?
What were you saying?
You probably get some flights paid
It's
for.
the most biodiverse park of the national parks, which is kind of surprising because you'd think the Pacific Northwest would have more,
that.
but I guess it's because it straddles like multiple states.
And it just has like all different, the most different types of trees,
Like plants and probably bugs
lot.
and stuff. I don't know.
bugs, wildlife.
But yeah, last
Well, it's
night.
nice that one of us did their research.
We did our research last night. You're supposed to annoy the bears, but not piss them off.
Well, I
that
walked
sounds
up
like
to
the same
that
thing
herd
to
of
me.
elk.
It's the
That was
exact
kind
same
of
thing.
scary.
There's
And
not
then-
a lot of black bear attacks up here, though, right?
No.
There's been 339 in the last 10 years. I read it last night.
Oh wow.
That's not that
It's not,
much.
it's not a small
You're
amount.
really good at retaining knowledge. Yeah, we saw one last night when we rolled into town. Then we saw a cop throw rocks at it to scare it
No,
away.
you're allowed to.
That's what you're supposed
It's,
to do.
it's
You're allowed
on the
to throw
National
rocks at
Park
bears?
website.
Oh, throw rocks?
They say that you
Want to go throw
are.
rocks at bears tonight?
No.
They say, I mean, you don't go out of your way, but if they're advancing at you,
Right.
you don't be quiet. You make yourself big. You can throw rocks. You can yell.
How many fatalities in the last 10 years when it comes to black bears?
So it didn't. So it didn't say, and I thought it was interesting. It said major attacks, like where someone got hurt or killed. They didn't specify. You know where it does record fatalities from hiking is Angel's Landing in Zion.
Oh, I've been there.
Did you hike the Angel's Landing?
I did. I
one?
went right to the top. That's where I went.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah, when I did.
It was.
Want the last of my soup?
No, I'm good.
I don't think we need to crack open this can of rocket fuel at the moment, but I'm confident we can figure it out. If we
and if we can't, we have a new co-host who can help us.
Well, yeah, the co-host has not agreed to be on camera yet, so we gotta talk to her about
she'll
that.
She'll be like the Wizard of Oz. Well, you only
Okay, nobody else listens to me. Like, why start up here?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Oh, you got anything to vent about?
Nah. I'm happy.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap. Great hike. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, the sun's gonna peek back out too. There we go. Speaking of peeking, my cock might start to peek out of its shell at some point. It's fucking cold right now. I got a micro tiger at the moment, I'll tell you that much. I got a micro tiger tail down there.
Hey, sometimes life brings you fork in the road.
To Bullhead Trail, yeah, we want to go that way.
No, we came from this way.
No, we didn't. No, because I said the exact same thing. We rolled down this way. I swear to God.
Dude, we followed. Yeah, no. Well, also, if you read the sign, it says that we're supposed to go this way.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
I know for a fact we came from this way.
That would be so good if we just blindly followed Biz down the wrong trail. We would be at a completely different parking lot.
We went from having a sick view to nothing.
What does that teach you, Biz?
The moment can pass.
A moment can pass. Yes, there you go.
Like that.
Pound it.
Put it on a t-shirt.
A moment can
Put it on
pass.
a postcard. Yeah.
Yeah, we speak that Pekinese, dog. Yeah, Pekin raviolis.
We peeking.
You bitches in the valley, we peeking.
We peeking, even the branches peeking. We squeaking.
Hey, hell of a first hike, brother. Hairy knuckles, baby. Listen, I'm sorry for fucking us on the cold tub. That is one of my biggest regrets of my life to this day. But an unreal experience. Thanks to our boy fucking Corey back here, manning the fucking cameras. And we went to the highest point in this national forest.
The entire Smokies.
So all the Smokies went to the highest point. Maybe one time we'll come back and we'll stay in a cabin. Maybe that's way down the road. But for now, it's on to our next adventure.
Cause we peeking, your girl leaking, while you squeaking.
And she's squirting, and we working.
Okay.
What's the national park called?
Smoky Mountains.
Oh.
And now we're back in paradise. Gatlinburg. Look at that. We got a Space Needle. We got a chairlift. People are walking across a bridge. We got 6 laser tags over there. This is paradise, boys. I kind of feel like I'm in Vegas right now.
Yeah. What a weekend, eh, Micro Tigre?
Cheers. All right, Biz, it's time for a little segment I like to call Peaks and Valleys.
Okay, buddy.
What was your peak of the day, and what was your valley of the day?
One peak meeting Claire. She was lovely, fellow Canadian. Always like seeing my fellow countrymen on a hike. But hiker Holly.
Hiking with Holly is my Facebook group. I'm a solo hiker and I never hike with anyone. I do this by myself.
You're a machine, girl.
I bet
Hiking with Holly, there you go. Because of Holly, we found out about the llamas. And she was excited about the llamas, in which travel up the mountain every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And because we did the hike on a Friday, we got to see the llamas.
Yep.
So that was kind of cool. I don't even know if I've ever seen a llama in person.
Yeah, I think my main peak was at the peak when we were posted on that bench that was about to give out.
Where we couldn't even see anything because of the smoke.
Yeah, but it just, you know, I felt accomplished. It was the little bench that could. You are. Oh! It didn't give way. And yeah, honestly, just sitting there chatting with Claire and you and fucking taking a can of Campbell's to the dome. I was in my element there. I was peaking. I think when I walked to the bathroom, I even teared up a little bit.
You got emotional.
Those were the Scooby snacks. I was very happy.
Yeah, that we'd accomplished our day.
Yeah, we had accomplished our day. We made some great friends, and we got to see the llamas. The valley of my day was.
Don't say it.
It was definitely probably the half hour after we took our cold plunge. And just saw that there was probably 6 to 10 other more ideal.
600.
Yes, there were 600 better places to take a cold plunge.
I picked the worst cold plunge on the entire mountain.
You fucked us so hard.
I know, Donnie. I know I fucked us, all right?
If it was up to me, this is where we'd be going hippo mode.
I didn't know this existed. I didn't remember seeing it on the way
we
up.
had to go swim in a fucking shitty creek.
Sorry, Wonton. God damn it, Biz.
Another great hippo mode spot missed by Biz.
But hey, I think an even deeper valley was when I thought we weren't even going to do the cold plunge, because I thought you guys were already back in the car, and I'd completely forgotten about it.
The boys left me in the dust on the way back. We were supposed to stop at the cave so we could all go hippo mode, but nope. Fucking Biz is probably already back at the car by now.
No, we share a brain. I got you, brother.
Yeah.
I knew you wanted that.
So that was another peak when I finally found you and you were getting ready to do a cold plunge.
Oh, let's fucking go, dude. Holy shit. You gonna see something? What? No. What are you talking about?
I thought your wife was pregnant.
Wim Hof.
You were onto something, Wim.
You were onto something, Wimmy boy.
Wimmy.
Whimsicles.
Whimsical, baby.
Yeah, no, I could stay in here for days now.
No. Nope.
I can't afford a cold plunge like you, Biz. This is all I got. All I got is nature. You probably got fucking 4 cold plunges in 3 different states.
Hey, we can get a 12-plus sponsor for this.
We could.
Tommy John, we're doing this. Get away from the shrinky dinky. Just make sure you get the top bar. Tommy John, we got a lot of good hiking content coming out. You're our go-to, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Best underwear in the game. Buddy, look at these gitch.
Yeah, dude, I would hike anywhere in those Tommy Johns. You kidding me?
I remembered what you said, but once again, pick the worst goddamn cold tub. I'm sorry you couldn't do a proper, what do you call them, hippo dives?
Hippo mode.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
hippo mode sesh.
you are doing a hippo mode sesh right now.
Yeah, we're doing hippo mode now. This is a nice hot tub. I know you didn't even want to get in at first because you thought it smelled funny.
You know what was another peak of my day?
Yeah.
Was seeing how much camaraderie and the brotherly love that those 3 brothers had. Are you guys all brothers?
Brothers.
Yeah, you guys all look all separated like for a few years?
About a year and a half.
We do this every year.
Yeah.
This one specifically, or you picked different ones?
Usually this one. Yeah.
Who's the oldest?
Oldest, middle.
We're in order.
Oh shit! You gotta mix it up. Yeah. Well, have a great hike, buddy. I appreciate you guys, man. We met them when we first got there. They parked the car right beside us.
Yes.
And then they crushed that hike. They were up there in no time.
Yeah.
And they were heading back down as we were still making our way up.
Yep.
So that was cool to see.
No,
them.
for sure. I mean, honestly, the entire day was one big peak. You got to sprinkle in some valleys there.
That's what makes a mountain
But
range, right?
yeah, the peak's like, you can't climb to a peak if you haven't been to a valley.
Exactly. Valley for me, like probably the biggest valley of the day was the Moody Mushroom.
Mellow mushroom? It's good, Biz. Are you like, would you actually eat pizza, or are you too worried about ketosis?
Buddy, if you're
Yo, Biz, you gotta be in ketosis, dude. I can't be fat on TNT.
Pizza going. So when this thing's a 6
liked
out of
it.
10, when this thing's a 6 out of 10,
There it is.
I'm gonna give him the fucking business. Okay.
Well, it depends what type of pizza you like.
I will suck the dick off your torso if this is a 9 out of 10 pizza.
Well, the thing is,
I won't believe it until it touches my lips. This fucking place that this asshole said had the best pizza in the world. If Portnoy heard that, he'd fire you. You should be fired from
It's got a
Barstool.
special place in my heart because, like, I lived down
clogging
south.
it up. That's why.
I lived down south. I went to the one in Aiken, South Carolina,
Oh, yeah, they're all the same.
where my wife's from. I went to the one in Augusta, and it was like
Dog food.
it
Dog
was-
food.
the holy shiitake pie is good. I stand by that.
Yeah.
It was
Good for your beagle. That's barking too much because he wants to eat human food, but you trick him
Dude, they
by
were-
feeding him the Moody Mushroom.
the mellow
Pizza.
mushroom. They were going to be a potential sponsor.
Oh
dude. You
yeah.
just fucked that up.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
This is a conversation I had with Megan making money. I go, going down to Gatlinburg. I know you spent a lot of time there. Where should we eat? And she said, you know what? The food on the strip is nothing to write home about.
Megan.
But they have a mellow mushroom.
Megan, you're done. You're done. You're never going on a hike. You're done. I'm telling Portnoy. Another valley. What do you got for us?
I don't think I have a lot more valleys. I think maybe the valley is when we first started and I was worried about getting out like a parking pass and shit, and like we were waiting to get our eggs.
Oh.
But then you turned that into a peak real quick.
That burp you just let out, that was smellier than any bear shit I smelled on that hike the entire day.
Dude.
I'd rather a bear shit in my mouth than smell another burp come out of your mouth.
Okay.
Did you smell that?
Not yet.
Oh, I hope you don't.
That was
Drop
definitely that was a peak of the trip, being able to see a bear.
That was cool. That was cool. But I agree with you. From the entire trip perspective, big time peak. Can we go back to even yesterday for peaks?
Sure, why not?
Micro wrestling.
Like, yeah.
That was nuts. That was nuts. That's where we got our alter egos for our hiking trips. Where you're gonna be Micro Tigre.
Micro Tiger.
Well, we're gonna say Tigre.
Tigre.
It's a French way, Tigre.
Well, it would be a Spanish way, I would hope.
Can you give us a? And then I'm
Grande Chula.
Who? Oh, Grande.
Yeah, because the other micro wrestler, she was Little Chola.
Okay, so I'm gonna be Grande Chola.
No, Cholito.
Cholito.
Grande Cholito.
Grande Cholito. I like
Or
that.
Grande Cholo would be the male of what
Yeah,
the opposite of her.
maybe just Grande Chola.
Grande Cholo.
I gotta
I
tell you,
kind of like the Cholito.
Yeah.
Grande Cholo.
It's like, that's a big little boy.
Good.
Yeah, Grande Cholito. That's what I'm going to describe myself on the next Spit and Chicklets podcast when I talk about this. And that's pretty much all I got. I don't know what... we did get a little advice from Claire on to maybe where to head on the next one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we've got... Dude, I'm telling you, the world's our oyster. We've got too many hikes to choose from. And when this comes out, we're going to have every hiker in our ear just telling us where to go. And I'm sure a lot of them will have great wrecks. What was the name of that guy in Friends?
Ross?
No.
Joey?
No.
Chandler?
Chandler.
The last one?
Was he the last one?
R.I.P.
Oh, the one who passed? Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know which one was which.
Yeah.
Chandler
I
Bing.
don't watch Friends.
Chandler
I don't either.
he passed out in a hot tub, and honestly, I feel like I'm heading that way right now. If we don't wrap
well,
this up
on that
I'm
note,
gonna fucking Chandler Bing myself, dude.
we'll see you on the next one,
Yeah, I'll
folks.
see you later.
Grande Cholito signing off.